So here's my follow-up or second video on the whole Walmart denying a veteran. Now that I have a few more minutes to talk. Now, after that happened, what happened in the first video is my aunt went in wanting to cash her insurance. Well, not cash it. Put her insurance check on her Walmart MoneyGram card, whatever those things are, the Walmart cards, which she has done many times before. Well, today we went in there and her driver's license was expired. So she had another form of photo ID, along with another form of just ID in general. She has her military ID, along with, what was the other ID? Anyway, the other ID, they all matched. Obviously, two of them were not expired. And, sorry, I'm telling my son no. Stop. Sorry for that. So anyway, so when my aunt provided the military ID, they immediately said, we do not accept, or Walmart does not accept any form of military ID as a valid proof of ID or identification. So my first question is, okay, where is your manager? Lady behind the counter immediately got an attitude, talking under her breath as she walked away. And I told my aunt, I said, if they do not accept any form of military ID, then we will never be coming back to this store again. Now, as I said that, the lady turned around as she was walking to go get a manager, yelled from about 30 feet away, is that your check or is it hers? Very rudely. Now that just set a whole nother tone for me. So we waited about 3-4 minutes. Brings a manager up. Manager says, can I help you? I said, well, first of all, I would like to complain about this lady right here. Very rude, very unprofessional, and just very, very unprofessional in every way, shape, or form. And she says, okay, can I help you? I went, okay, I can see where this is going already too. So I explained to her that, you know, as you can see, my Aunt Sue's driver's license is expired, but she had two other forms of ID with her. And one being, again, the military ID. And this is the lady that turned around and said, we do not accept, Walmart does not accept, Walmart does not accept military ID as a valid form of identification. And continued to tell me that it has to be a driver's license, nothing else. They don't even accept passports as valid photo ID. So I walked my aunt out to my truck. Now mind this, she has a walker, she's disabled. So I'm pretty pissed. I grew up in a pretty military-based family. One of my grandfathers was in the Navy. He served on the CV-5 Yorktown. And most people that know that ship, or know that aircraft carrier, know it as the carrier that won the Battle of Midway. If you don't know that carrier, look it up. There's a lot of history in that ship in the Battle of Midway. My other grandfather served in the Korean War, in the Army. And then my aunt, again, another Army, served Desert Storm, and after her, she was done, she retired and whatnot. And then my dad is also a police officer. So again, very structured, very rule-based, very militarized family. So when you turn down a veteran, you now have my full undivided attention. So I call corporate. Surprisingly, I got through rather quickly. Within 2 minutes, I was speaking to somebody. And they asked me what my problem was, or what the issue at hand was, and I explained to them the situation. And the guy on the other side of the phone said, that doesn't sound right to me. He says, let me look through what we accept as valid forms of identification, and, I'll read them off to you. And this is what they do accept. First thing on the list, valid driver's license and or state ID. Second thing on the list, Military ID. Third thing, passport. Now, there's two things right off bat that she said they don't accept, and yet corporate's telling me they do. So, needless to say, I was told to go back in, ask for the manager again. Now, in the video, you can see that once they realize that I am now videotaping, which, by the way, I did have one other person's permission to take that video, and that was my aunt's. I only require, by law, one other person's permission to videotape. All I needed was my aunt's. So, as you can see in the video, as soon as she finds out that I am videotaping, they beeline out of there, leave customer service completely empty. And as you can see, in the short time that they walk off screen, and to me, to walk down to the middle of the aisle, they're gone. They just vanished. It was like they were Great Houdini and just poof, gone. So anyway, as I walk back in, the manager immediately sees me, motions to the lady that was behind the counter, who is still not behind the counter, points to me, and they immediately start walking away again. So, trying to pull my phone out, couldn't get my phone out in time, and enough time to catch them walking away. Anyway, all this is due to somebody, or two people for that fact, not knowing what the rules are, number one. Number two, I'd like to say, personally, I feel that they have a vendetta, or not vendetta, but a dislike towards military, or any authority in that form. Anything that has to do with the U.S. government, I think they were just turning it down. That's what it reminded me of. And I apologize if that sounds wrong or comes out the wrong way, but if you were there, you would understand why I say that. Unfortunately, I didn't start videotaping from the beginning like I wish I would have. And if I did and would have videoed it all, you would fully understand why I say that also. But in layman's terms, what I'm telling you is, in Michigan, Livonia, Michigan, there is a Walmart at Middle Belt and Plymouth Road. That is the Walmart in which this happened at. I will be calling corporate again on Monday and going through all this, letting them know that I now have 2 videos up about this. Explaining, one of them showing most of what happened, and the second one explaining everything that happened. So, again, what is this world coming to that 2 people have the right to deny a veteran, especially a disabled one? That's sad. Manager and guest service at Walmart on Plymouth Road in Middle Belt in Livonia. I hope you're happy. All I know is, in all honesty, you should be truly ashamed of yourself. Anyway, completely off topic on what I normally talk about, but I am going to end it on a solid note. I got my truck back. That'll be in the next video. 313 Diesel Guy, 73 Love. God bless everybody.